Hello, this is Purple Rosa and I'm continuing on with the Elsweyr questing. So in this one I'll be doing the Merryvale Farms quest area. It is the last area that I need to do in Elsweyr. I briefly came through this area once before when I did Riggit the Brash's cultural exchange. So I figured I'd do this area before what I think will be the last main quest in Elsweyr, which I am excited to see how the main story will end, but we'll do this quest area before that. So these are the Merryvale Farms. So from memory the quest was in the centre when we came through here with the cultural exchange.
Work! Farmhands needed at Mother's farm! Roxargo's mother is very nice. He promises. You saw Roxargo's flyers, yes? Mother had him post them across the valley. Help wanted for Sweetwater Farmstead. Ah, Sweetwater, our home sweet home. Are you interested in a job?
What's the job?
We need more farmhands. You see, our farmhands have gone missing lately. So, we need more.
Do I look like I'm a farmhand? Your farmhands have gone missing?
You ask a lot of questions, yes? Mother just told me to stand here and find more farmhands. So I did. You have questions? Talk to Mother at our farm. Her name is Kidea, though you should call her ma'am. That is only polite, yes?
Yes, it is. I'll talk to your mother at Sweetwater Farmstead.
The farm is just up the road north of here. And don't worry if Mother seems cross. Roxargo's brother came home for a visit, and they have been arguing.
What can you tell me about the missing farmhands?
The farmhands left. This one does not know why. Mother was very upset, so Roxargo offered to hang the flyers. And look, it worked! You came to help our farm.
No, I'm not a farmhand. But what I can do is help you find your workers. Did anything happen before they disappeared?
This one remembers that Verani was very unhappy. Kept talking about wanting to leave, but she is the only one, he thinks. If Verani does not return, Roxargo gets to keep her hand near her. So he has that at least.
Can you tell me more about your farm?
Yes, it is a moon sugar farm. Very big, very busy. Well, was busy. Roxargo is the only one left to help now. His brother, well, brother only visits. Not very good at farm work.
And you said your brother and mother were arguing?
Oh yes, Mother wants brother to stay and help with the farm. It is our family's farm after all. But brother, well, he does not wish this. Roxargo does not know why. What sleeker home can be found than in Merryvale?
Yeah, this is a pretty place. But not everyone is cut out for farm work.
Did you hear that Razandar is back in town? Oh, it's been years since Majadi saw him. And now he's back, handsomer than ever. This one didn't even think it was possible.
Razandar's here! Ah! As soon as she said Razandar, my jaw just dropped.
Kidea means no rudeness, but she hasn't time for visitors today. Best to seek company elsewhere, yes?
Rosago mentioned that some farmhands have gone missing.
It is true. Workers were happy and plentiful, but now? Moons be praised if half our workforce remains. You look clever. Perhaps you could investigate our missing farmhands?
That's why I'm here. Any idea where the farmhands may have gone?
Mizoom, owner of Fragrant Moon's plantation, sought to buy our farm after the last harvest. This one refused. Kidea suspects he now bribes away her workers in order to make this one desperate enough to sell.
I can look into this for you.
So kind of you to offer. But take Kidea's eldest son with you, yes? He returned home recently from Moon's Nowhere, and now he lies about like a slug. Find the lazy Khajiit in the cave up the hill, just north of the farm.
I'll get your eldest son and start my investigation.
It's about time Kidea's layabout son helped around here. He may be clever, yes, but when it comes to farm work, you would never believe he was born and raised in Merryvale. At least Roxargo has the decency to help his poor mother.
You want me to take your eldest son along on my investigation? Is it Razumdar?
Yes. He hasn't lifted a paw around the farm since he came home. He's a traveler, he tells me. But where does he go? What does he do? All he says is that he cannot say. Just like his father, that one. For better and worse.
Sounds like you don't get along with your eldest son.
Kidea loves her little rascal, of course. But why can't he stay at home and help around the farm? As the eldest, this farm should go to him when this one... Oh, no. Apologies. Kidea did not mean to bring up such matters.
You mentioned someone named Mizum?
He is the oldest farmer in this valley. Been growing cane since this one was a kitten. And Kidea is now... not as young as she once was. But make no mistake, Mizum's mind remains as sharp as a serpent's fang.
And you think he's behind the missing farmhands?
It is possible. No workers means no crops, no profits. Who benefits from this? Mizum, who has wanted to buy Sweetwater for many years.
Have you confronted Mizum about this?
No. Accusing Mizum with no proof would only give him an opportunity to smear Kidea's name. Bad for business. That is why she sends you to find evidence. Only then can she confront Mizum.
Her eldest son does sound like Razumdar.
Mother, Roxargo found a new farmhand.
Yes, sweet one, thank you. They're going to look into our troubles right after they wake up your brother.
Brother is still sleeping? Roxargo rose at dawn and has been working hard all day.
If only your brother were as dutiful as you.
By the sounds of it, from her explanation, it has to be Razumdar. That's just a song. So I'm hoping it is Razumdar, because that worker we talked to before mentioned Razumdar was back here in this town. And hopefully he can help us find out where these missing farmhands have gone. Please be Razumdar. Please be Razumdar. Yes, that's Razumdar.
What? Who is there? This one's head may ache, but that does not mean he cannot defend himself.
Why are you drinking?
Five Claw? Raz thought he recognized you. Moons only know what brings you to this backwater place, but it is always good to see a friend. Raz would offer you wine, but he has unfortunately drank it all. Perhaps you have some?
Sadly, I do not. Your mother wants you to help me find some missing farmhands.
She would trust Raz with such a task? That does not sound like Mother. Unless she just wants to get Raz out of this cave. No, don't answer that. Well, anything is better than farm work, yes? Raz will be happy to help.
So Razumdar grew up on farmland. Interesting. Your mother mentioned a rival, Mizum, might be involved.
Mizum has wanted to get his paws on Sweetwater for years. If Mother can't keep the farm operating, Mazum can buy it and gain control of the valley's moon sugarcane. We need proof. Meet Roz outside the Fragrant Moon's plantation.
I'll meet you there.
At last! Something here that's worthy of Roz's attention. Let's get to the Fragrant Moon's plantation and see what we can dig up.
I guess when he came back here, he just got really bored. But his investigation skills should help us. Where is Mazum's Fragrant Moon's plantation?
Mazum's farm occupies the southern side of the valley. The big house with the walls around it. Old Mazum is a miser. Doesn't want anyone interrupting him while he counts his gold. Roz will meet you there.
That's a bit suspicious. Big house with the wall around it. You don't seem to get along with your family.
You have met Roz's family, yes? Mother has never approved of this one's occupation. She suspects he is a wandering beggar or some such nonsense. As you can imagine, this puts quite a strain on our relationship.
I can imagine, because you can't really tell her you're an agent of the Queen. What about your brother Razazargo?
Roxargo is... he has been at Mother's side for far too long, tied to her apron strings. Besides, he has a particular disposition. Roz watched him lick an entire bowl of marbles once, all because this one told him that one of them was candy.
That's mean. But it's what brothers do. Don't they know you're an Eye of the Queen?
You do realize that Roz's position as an Eye of the Queen is a secret, yes? Only those who need to know can ever be told the truth. My family? They don't need to know. Besides, they would never believe such a thing.
So they don't know about your friendship with Queen Ayren?
They know that some young high elf convinced Roz to leave home and go on an adventure. But that was before Ayren was queen. Mother thinks that her eldest son abandoned her to chase after a pretty face. She isn't completely wrong.
Ah. What are you doing here, Raz?
Queen Ayren insisted that Roz take a vacation after his last mission. Even the Eye of the Queen needs to blink now and then, she told him. So Roz returned to Elsweyr to spend some quality time with his family.
How are things in the Somerset Isles?
Political as usual. Roz wanted to stick around and help clean up after the sea slaughs and Daedric incursions, but the proxy queen requested I leave the island. Too bad. This one was hoping to get to know her a little better.
Somerset was certainly an adventure. Reminds me of our time chasing the Sweet Roll Killer. The Sweet Roll Killer is a Dark Brotherhood quest.
Ah, the lovely land of Gold Coast, and the equally lovely Naryu. If only more assassins had her particular assets. Raz's job would certainly be a lot more interesting. More difficult, yes, but far more interesting.
I can see that. Is the new main settling into the job?
The new man is settling in quite nicely. Unfortunately, trouble here in northern Elsweyr has meant that the Speaker hasn't been able to provide as much guidance as he might like. Garesh Rhi has his hands full with the usurper queen and the dragons.
Yeah. Let's talk about the issue at hand.
Of course. What do you wish to speak about?
Nothing, that is all. So yeah, this is kind of a nifty cave. But not really much of a vacation, if he's just hiding up here drinking. But he is a hard-working agent of the Queen. So, have to go to the Fragrant Moon's plantation.
Everyone says the farmhands are just leaving, but why haven't any of them said farewell? Why do they leave their possessions behind? There's something in the sugarcane. Shazari knows it.
Me and Raz will get to the bottom of it. Don't you worry about that. So he said it was the house with the wall around it. Don't see a house with the wall. Maybe the one up there? So Raz's family doesn't know he's an agent, which makes a lot of sense. Because it would put them in danger if they knew the truth. And as he said, they probably wouldn't even believe it. So... oh, there's Razandar. Being stealthy as usual.
Raz is glad you made it. He was about to proceed without you. Now remember, we need to be stealthy. The fewer guards that notice us, the fewer guards we'll have to kill, yes?
Guards for a moon sugar farm?
Mercenaries, actually. In addition to gates and walls, Mizum hired the Red Hands to patrol his land. They're not the type to ask questions before they try to kill you. Best to slip in unseen.
I can be stealthy. What are we looking for?
Ledgers, documents, contracts, anything that proves that Mizum bribed the farmhands. Or perhaps we will grow lucky and find a journal. Over the years, Raz has discovered that many villains enjoy documenting their nefarious plans.
Journals, got it.
One more thing. Try to avoid unnecessary murder, yes? Not that the Red Hands deserve mercy, of course. But any messes you make, Raz will need to clean up. And Raz is on vacation. Besides, Mother wouldn't take kindly to killing the neighbors.
No killing, I'll try my best.
Lead the way, Five Claw, but be stealthy. Raz will be right behind you.
Who are the Red Hands?
Mercenaries from Pelitin. Clawless thugs who will do anything for a price. Thievery, kidnapping, even murder. They also deal in the slave trade. Mizum must be truly desperate to hire them.
Slavers, I want to kill them, but I can't. Anything I should keep in mind while we're inside the plantation grounds?
It's likely the mercenaries stick to regular patrol patterns. We can take advantage of that if we're observant. Just watch where they go and which direction they look. And if you spot a place to hide, use it.
Will do. So, going stealthy? Oh yeah, I can see it has walls. Going stealthy. So don't kill anyone, don't be seen. Okay. Got to just be careful. At least Raz is with me. Eek! So we'll try and go in the back way. If there is a back way. It's a weird looking house. Very weird looking house. Looks pretty small. Okay, just gotta be careful. Don't see anyone yet. Ah, it goes downstairs.
This one wonders if the meat of shaveskins is tasty.
Yeah, a guard. Be stealthy, be quick. Okay, I want to read this, so hopefully that guard does not come over. Let's just do this carefully. It seems these moon sugar thieves grow bolder. Bazoom simply does not understand it. He has posted guards at the cellar entrance, hired mercenaries to patrol his farm, questioned and re-questioned every farmhand that remains, and nothing. Perhaps these red hands have played him for a fool. It would not be surprising if they are behind the disappearance of Mazoon's moon sugar. Still, accusing them of such things at this point in our business relationship may prove fatal. And all Bernani talks about is this supposed beast. What utter nonsense. So someone's stealing his moon sugar. And something about a beast.
So, moon sugar disappears from Mizoom stores as well. Interesting.
Yes. So maybe Mazoon is not involved. So I think we have to exit the house now. We didn't have to kill anyone. Yay for being stealthy. Okay. Let's go over this way. So something about a beast was mentioned. What's over here? Ooh, I can spy.
First, Muzoom loses moon sugar. Now his farmers won't work. What nonsense.
There is something out there, Mizoom. Some sort of beast.
Bah! A beast! This one sees no beast. All he sees are lazy Khajiit who make up foolish lies.
Huh.
The farmers of Merryvale are no strangers to beasts. What could have scared Mizoom's workers this badly?
Yes, I'm curious now as well. So I think there's a spot behind the house I have to go to. Wonder what this beast could be. Ooh, a dead terror bird.
This creature was attacked by something unnatural. That much is clear. Let's return to Mother's farm and discuss what we learned.
Okay. So some great beast. I bet you it's what took the missing farm workers. And the farm workers are probably dead.
Khajiit's family died when the plague spread through the Senjar.
So, don't have to be stealthy anymore. So Razandar is over this way. This place looks really pretty at night time. Real pretty. I know I say that a lot, but it's just so pretty. I wonder if Raz will have to tell his family that he's a agent of the Queen after this quest.
Old Mizoom is dealing with missing moon sugar, scared farmhands, and a mysterious beast. Perhaps he and Mother suffered the same problem, yes?
Perhaps. And what do you think that problem is?
A creature prowls the sugarcane fields. Something far deadlier than a terror bird. If this is true, then Raz fears the missing farmhands reside in the belly of this beast. And so will many others, if we don't put a stop to it.
What can we do?
You must visit Honeybree's homestead, another moon sugar farm in the valley. If Raz is right, Jedolthol will be suffering from the same problem as Mizum and Mother.
I'll head to the Honey Breeze homestead.
The farmstead is just across the bridge, on the southern side of the valley. In the meantime, Raz will try to convince his family to stay out of the fields. Perhaps they will be reasonable today. That would be a welcome change, yes?
What should I look for at Honey Breeze homestead?
Anything that proves this beast exists. Corpses, tracks, strange residue. With luck, Jedolthol will have even seen this creature. Him or one of his 3 lovely daughters. Ah, Jedolthol's daughters. Raz wonders if they still remember him.
Yeah. Trust you to focus on the daughters. Do you have a past with these 3 daughters? Oh, he must have some elaborate story.
Does Rosa seem like the type to kiss and tell? Well, not while sober, at least. Now that this one thinks about it, he may not have left things on the best footing in regards to the daughters, particularly when it comes to certain promises.
Certain promises?
Roz admits to succumbing to the folly of youth in his younger days, though after so many years this one assumes they have forgotten about such things.
I doubt that. They'll remember for sure.
Razum, your mother sends you to find our missing farmhands, and this is where you end up? Our house?
We already searched Mizum's plantation. Raz came back to warn you about...
Excuses. And this one thought you learned more in your travels than which tavern served the cheapest ale.
You better go, Five Claw. This may take some time.
Ah, poor Raz. If only he could tell them the truth.
Perhaps you have been more helpful than this one's vagrant son. Delkidea, have you made any progress with our missing farmhands?
We have a lead, but first we need to visit Honey Breeze homestead.
And this one supposes that Razum was the one to suggest this plan? He just wants to make eyes at Jedothal's daughters, despite how much his own mother suffers.
We need to see if Honey Breeze is having similar issues. It makes sense to check.
Fine. But you will watch him, yes? Make sure that Razum stays out of trouble. This one had enough hardship cleaning up his mess the first time he left us. At least the moon's blessed Kidea with one dutiful son.
What do you mean? Raz is the one that keeps me in check.
Go ahead and leave while you still can. Oh, if only Raz was so lucky.
Ah, poor Raz.
This is good meat. Raxargr would offer you some, but he dropped it earlier.
Okay. It's cool how, like, Raz has his red hair. His brother has red hair and... oh, it's from his mother's side, I guess. Interesting. So yeah, this quest is starting to get interesting. There's some missing farmhands. And now it turns out that we're actually looking for some great beast that has probably taken and eaten the farmhands. But I'm going to end this one here and we will continue on in the next one. I will see you around. Thanks for watching.